Hi, I'm Alistair from Lazarus Training, and in this video we're going to be talking about our new specially designed individual first aid kit. So when we run our safety training courses, people often say to us, well, what first aid kit should I take with me? And obviously that's a very personal thing, and it's dependent on where you're going, how long, what you've been trained in and so on. But we used to find ourselves saying, hey look, this is a good kit, but you probably want to add this. That's a good kit, but there's probably stuff in there you don't need. And ultimately, based on the fact that we designed a kit for our own staff when we travel overseas, we have now worked with the nice people over at SP Services to offer our own personalised individual first aid kit. A couple of things about the kit in general. It comes in a bag. You can see the size of it. If you compare it to my body, it's not that big. It's not particularly heavy either. Comes in quite a durable kit bag. We've used these all over the world. They've got a bit hot, they've got a bit cold. Unfortunately, on a few times they've got a bit wet, and they stand up pretty well, particularly the zips, which is important. It's got a carry handle here. Don't expect you to walk around carrying it with you everywhere. The idea is perhaps with a carabiner you can attach it to you or to your kit. There is a belt loop on the reverse, but wouldn't necessarily expect you to use it, because I think that would restrict you in getting access to the kit very quickly. Or you might settle for just having it in the top of a rucksack. But let's have a look and see what's inside. So here we have our individual first aid kit. Let's see what we have inside. So there's some good solid zips, which is one of the bits that often goes wrong on kits. But when we open it up, we can see there are two compartments. Now I've already unzipped them just so it's easier for me to demonstrate with. There's some little mesh containers along the way here in which you can tuck little bits of extra equipment in. We have here a CPR face shield, and we have over here some gloves. And so the kit contains a combat application tourniquet. Now as this is just shipped, it's still packaged and all wrapped up, so you know that it's brand new, but we really would urge you that when it arrives that you unpack it, take it out, read the instructions and make yourself familiar with it. It will come packaged so that you could self-apply if needs be, but you would struggle to get through all this wrapping. Sticking with the control of bleeding, we have Celox gauze. So people are taught how to use this on the courses, there's instructions on it, but essentially it's used for dealing with severe bleeding that wouldn't work with a tourniquet. So talking about the neck, the armpit, the groin, the buttocks and so on. But even in the pictures here, you can see it's been applied to a leg, and that shows it could be used in most parts of the body. There are some exceptions though. Bandages. Our current favourite bandage is the Olaes bandage, O-L-A-E-S, however you pronounce it, and we have two of the kind of smaller size bandages here. You'll see that one is bigger than the other because they are two sizes, but they are basically essentially the same bandage. It wouldn't be a first aid kit without a triangular bandage, and here we have one packaged up, and the good news is it's the calico, it's the material ones, not the paper ones. Bowline is a circular one that has 3 valves running side by side. We have videos about how to use chest seals, there will be a link above. We also, in our first aid kits, have some what we call run-in repair stuff. Plasters, butterfly stitches or steri strips, and it's come shipped with some purification tablets for anyone that may be working in remote or particularly difficult areas. Also, as part of the run-in repair side of things, we have a couple of saline pods here which could be used to irrigate an eye or a small wound. One of the most essential bits of equipment, a decent pair of scissors that will cut through clothing to expose a wound. You have to be able to see it to treat it. As this trauma kit is designed for people working remote or potentially kinetic areas, we've included the SAM splint. This is very much a utility item which could be used to immobilise a broken limb, as we can see from the pictures here, could be used to support any large wounds, and in many ways is only limited by your imagination. There is a very good website, SAM's website, which has many videos about how these can be used. So having looked at what's in the individual first aid kit, you'll notice there's space for a bit more. And this is because it's a personal first aid kit. So you may have personal bits of kit that you want to put in there, your favourite items that you think are essential. I should say now there's at least 2 items that we talked about putting in the kit but haven't. What do you think those could be? Comment below. We've all got our favourite ideas. But what it came down to was that these 2 items of kit, we thought, well, you've probably already got them. So we didn't put in a head torch. Light is important when it comes to treating people, and we really like the idea of the ones that you can mount on your head so that it leaves your hands free. So there's no head torch in here. And then the second item that we left out was a pen that can write on someone's skin. So for example, a Sharpie pen. We think you've probably also got a pen. So they would fit in the kit. We could have put them in the kit. That would have put the price up a bit. But we thought, well, what's the point in buying something you probably already have? So there's space for the kit to be personalised. If it was my kit, I'd be possibly adding a head torch and a pen in there. But let us know what you think. Well, I hope you found this video about our new individual first aid kit interesting. Let us know what you think. Would you put anything different in there? Would you add something? Would you take something away? Also, we've got some exciting news coming about a team trauma kit. A pack designed for looking after a few people who are going into perhaps a remote area. So, for example, maybe a film crew filming in the jungle somewhere. So a video about that will be coming out shortly. So you don't want to miss out on that. So make sure you subscribe. There's a little notification thing comes up. Hit the notification button. And we look forward to seeing you in the next video. So until then, bye.